Great. Sammy, your LinkedIn title is DXM consultant at Slalom.
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
DXM stands for Digital Experience Management. Slalom is primarily a digital experience consulting agency. We do lots of other things that surround it, but a lot of our focus is on the digital experience and how our clients can actually better their digital experience, not only for their consumers, but for their enterprise itself. So
Okay.
different things like how you use data, how you should even think about data, how you should think about the tools you collect or create a digital experience for your consumer.
Okay.
My role specifically within that team is I'm the kind of like analytics expert. So my primary tool is Adobe Analytics.
Very cool. What did you do before this job?
So prior to this, I was in the agency world, the ad agency world for 5 years. I was in the analytics space there as well, primarily focused on advertising and marketing analytics. A lot of things with websites. So Subaru was my primary client when I worked on the agency side. So if you go to Subaru.com, anything within that experience, I help to kind of shape with data and give basically information back to our creative teams and our web teams to make sure that experience worked for them.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Is this new, working from home? What have you learned working from doing your job from home?
Yeah. So luckily, I've said this to a few people, but luckily Slalom was really well equipped for us to be home anyway, because we're consultants. We work remote part anyway. I'm primarily on client sites 4 days a week, and we're only in the office on Fridays.
Oh, okay.
We were uniquely equipped to be able to do this pretty well.
Sammy, what advice do you give your clients right now?
So a lot of what we're talking to our clients about is to not be scared of digital, right? Like I said, we're kind of well equipped to be living in this world in a weird way. So we've really kind of opened our, I guess, like our ears to just listening to their stories of what they're struggling with and what can help. And we may not be helping in the traditional ways we were before of, you know, you have this digital experience, let's make it better and let's add these tool sets or, you know, customize how you're doing this. It's more of like, hey, we can be helpful on like how to work remote because we do it all the time. So let's sit with you and help with that. So I think a lot of the advice I've seen coming out of Slalom is like, don't be afraid to ask for the help that might sound silly of, you know, set up a Zoom recorded meeting. How do I do that? Can you guys help me? Do you know how to do that? And just being patient with what clients are kind of dealing with. So
you think it'll be different when this is, how will your business be different when this is over?
It's funny. So one of the, like, I mean, we work with a ton of really big clients. Like Minneapolis is kind of a mecca for Fortune 500 companies that are in healthcare and CPG specifically, right? Like Target's here, General Mills is here, Cargill's here, lots of other companies that I'm going to blank on right as I'm saying them. But
yeah,
a lot of those companies are who Slalom serves. And so it's kind of cool because those companies are seeing unique challenges that I don't think you'd think of if you're like, oh, Target's gonna be fine. Oh, General Mills is gonna be fine. You know, like they've got the financial backing, all these things, but they are facing things that we want to help them with and that we're equipped to help them with as digital consultants. So it's just kind of cool to see how we can be helpful.
And I'm thinking, Sammy, I mean, digital is going to be, that must have really, for those that were ever doubting it still at this point, it must have been a bit of an eye opener that, wow, it really is real, right?
Well, and it's funny, right? Like we're on Zoom right now, and one of the big conversations about Zoom is they're using your data now. Like, except the funny thing is, as someone who works in like digital data at all times, like we already have all the data. Like there's lots of data. You've given your data to everybody already. Like if you have an iPhone, you are on Google, you would anything. Like there's so much connected data, but the cool things about it, and that was actually, I'm segueing into my next answer of what my advice is to people.
Final thoughts, advice.
Like, don't be afraid of that. Because the thing is, if you think of like, no, you don't want to give away like all of your information, obviously, because that sounds scary. But one of the things is the more personal data you give to a computer, the more personalized your experience is online and the like better that experience is going to be. Like my thing always is don't be afraid of data.
Exactly. Sammy, thank you very much. Really, really appreciate your time. That was great.
No problem. Thanks.